Hello everybody, my name is Hudson, and welcome back to the Control Patrol. Today we're talking about Apex Legends and the biggest issues I have with the game. Um, Nothing, and I want to focus on strictly gameplay things. There is a lot of stuff we could talk about, um, a lot of subjects that I want to cover, and things like that. But I want to stay away from the financial things. So not getting enough legendary skins, stuff like that. I want to stay away for that. Maybe save that for another video. But this is strictly gameplay based, and not even really gameplay, more quality of life type things. So let's get into it. First thing I want to cover is weapon and ammo spawn. Now, I've been playing Apex since around Season 8, so it's been about maybe a year and a half, maybe two. I don't know. It's something that just really frustrates me. Dropping and not getting ammo for a weapon, not getting a weapon, like dropping a house in fragment, trying to get near streamer building or something, or the first 3 floors of streamer building don't have a gun. It's happened, and it happens a lot, and it's really frustrating. And I'm not that very into programming. Truth be told, I can't really give a way to fix this because I'm not a good programmer. I don't really know much about it, so I can't exactly say that, oh, just like change weapon spawn ratio to ammo spawn, because like Apex has a lot of things in it, a lot of things. But I feel like there's something that can be done here. Because it really is frustrating when you try and fight somebody and you don't even get a fair fight in the first place because you don't get weapons, or I'll spend games running around completely out of ammo. When you play other games like Warzone or Fortnite or other battle royales, or even other just general games like Call of Duty or Left 4 Dead, ammo consumption is never that big of a problem. There's always ammo. I understand Apex has really unique ammo, like there's, what, 6 ammo types? Like 4 or 5, I don't know. But, which makes it harder to increase ammo spawn for everything. But, I don't know, it's a lot of games, it's not a problem. Also, weapons like the bow check, you can only get specific ammo types. There's only one, and it's just so hard to find. It gets really frustrating. And the thing is, Apex devs know you need a certain amount of ammo for it to be functional because of our wonderful care package weapons. They come stock with, what, 5 or 6 clips? 28? Almost 10 clips. like 6 or 7 clips. They come with clips, with a lot, 210 ammo for the Volt. They come with multiple clips, so they know you need about 200 to go through a game with it, which makes it really aggravating when you drop on spawn and you only get like 30 ammo. So you get maybe 2 clips with an alternator, maybe 3. Now, going into the more nitpicky, not even nitpicky themes, I want to talk about something that I think everyone can agree with. Solos. Why is there still not a solos mode in Apex? I really feel like this is an untouched gem. I don't like playing with people all the time. I don't like having to rely on other people. But solo queuing and duos can get really frustrating because it's a 2v1 every time. I feel like solos in Apex is an untouched gem that really should be looked at. It's something that I know was an LTM a while ago, and it's something that I feel like could really benefit the game. Apex does have that uniqueness to it, where it doesn't have solos. That's one of the first things that I noticed when I started playing, is that there was no solos. But I really want it. I want to try it. I want to see, because I would play different legends in different ways. There's different ways to play the game, different ways I would rotate, different ways I would fight, different ways to third party. There's so many differences that I feel like solos bring to the table, and I really feel like it's something that Apex and the Apex devs could introduce. Map rotation. I want to talk about map rotation because this season it's something they highlighted with their patch notes. They said they were going to do 45-minute map rotations. So an entire gaming session, let's say I played Apex for an hour and a half, wouldn't be just Stormpoint or just Olympus. And I thought it was a wonderful idea. And then they didn't do it. I remember at the beginning of the season I read somewhere that they were switching to 45-minute map rotations, and it's still an hour and a half, or sometimes I even get Stormpoint for 2 hours. And it gets frustrating because it gets really repetitive playing Stormpoint constantly. Obviously, I wish we could just pick maps. I wish I could just play all World's Edge, because World's Edge is my favorite. I wish I could play 10 World's Edge, then like just pick around, but I feel like the player base isn't quite big enough for that yet, which I understand that one. But map rotation, like it was talked about being fixed, and then nothing ever happened. People spawn. Speaking of solos, going on that topic, I'll play trios and duos, and I still won't get teammates. And it's still really frustrating. And I understand that people can leave, and I understand that you can't necessarily insta-make the squad because everyone has to pick their character, but it's something that I feel like can get looked at, because I played a ranked game the other day, and I didn't get any teammates. And I understand there's rank compensation, but this is something that Apex just needs to take care of. It is something that has definitely gotten better over the time. I will say I've seen it happen a lot less, but it's still something that happens often enough to where when I think, what bothers me about Apex? This is one of those really big things. And last but not least, I actually want to talk about arenas. I actually really like arenas. I actually really enjoy arenas. I like playing arenas. It's a great place to practice a weapon or a new loadout type, a new sight, anything. I think arenas is wonderful, but I haven't played it since at all this season, or I didn't play much of it last season because of how unbalanced it is. Because hammer points and turbochargers are just so unbelievably broken. It makes the game not fun. With the hammer points coming to the RE45 this season, which I thought was cool, I thought it was going to be overpowered, but in Battle Royale, it really isn't. But in arenas, it really is. Whenever I play arenas, after the second round, somebody on the other team will get hammer points. And on the RE45, it's just absolutely devastating. Obviously, I suck at this game, and I'm not great, but it gets really aggravating trying to play, and then somebody gets a purple mag. Let me put a purple mag. You can get a purple mag on the third round with hammer points, and they will just absolutely cap you. It just does so much damage, because, you go into the fight, it'll be a 2v1, somebody has a powerful gun, you get cracked, and then all they have to do is whip out the hammer points, and it's just so broken. It's just something that aggravates me, especially also to add to that is the turbochargers. Getting a turbocharged devotion, like, I remember I tried playing ranked arenas, and there was somebody I played against who clearly only used the devotion, and yes, he was good at it, he had mastered the recoil, but after the second round, none of us could beat him. He aced all 3 rounds once he got the turbocharged devotion. Because once he got that gun, he mastered the recoil, there was just nothing we could do. There was no way to outmaneuver him. He played Pathfinder, so he already had a bit of movement, even if he wasn't skillful. He had that movement just with Pathfinder, and it just made it really frustrating and really hard. I don't really have much else to say. There's a lot of other issues with Apex that you could cover, but these are just like 4 or 5 main things that I really just want to focus on because I feel like they can be simply fixed. Also, this is more something I think that'd be cool if an Apex dev happens to watch this video. I love this. I love the Scout of Action Challenge. I think this is an awesome idea. The fact of having a small mini game, and it really reminds me of the Gauntlet. If you guys remember the Gauntlet was from Titanfall 2, the same universe that this game took place in, and I feel like that this is a really nice nod to something like that. I think it's really cool, and I feel like adding on to this, I obviously love this. I feel like adding something like the Gauntlet to Apex would be really cool. Remastering the Gauntlet or recreating a mini game like that where you can go in, do it 100 times. I remember playing Titanfall 2, and I remember that was the only thing that I played. I tried playing the campaign, but I just couldn't get past the training because I'd play the Gauntlet for 2 hours trying to get a high score. I feel like adding something, you could be called Octane's Run. You could put it right here. This is a perfect little sign. It's called Octane's Run, and like you can start something and you have to parkour while being Octane or do something cool, and it records the time, and that's the leaderboard or something. I don't know. It's something I loved about TF2 because being able to see somebody's username up there and being able to see it constantly changing like that, I just feel like there's a lot of potential there. I feel like it's something really cool and something really unique Titanfall 2 had, and I feel like it's something you could bring into Apex. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. My quick little rant about just issues I have with Apex. As always, if you guys like the video, please consider subscribing. Thank you for getting us to 1,000. It's cool. It's cool growing. So thank you everybody so much for subscribing. Thank you everybody so much for liking the video. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. This is Hudson. Goodbye, I guess. I don't know.